Hi, this is Ranadi Madhu. I've come up with another video. This time the video is on talk on a technology which has recently come into limelight in 2026 and probably prior to that in 2018 onwards. It's hydrogen vehicle, and my topic is on that only. The topic is on the basis of a doubtful session, and that doubt is, why do you need hydrogen vehicle instead of diesel vehicle? What's wrong in that? Why all of a sudden you are leaving diesel vehicle and going after madly on hydrogen vehicle? What kind of difference would it make it? And you'll say it will make a greater contribution to the environment of the world. That is obvious answer, and believe me, this kind of answer won't be sufficient enough to justify these kinds of actions, because we have vehicles which are so much pollutant, which create so much pollution in nature, but instead of that we just for usage we started that kind of vehicle, and that vehicle is called steam engine, the most pollutant, or what do you call, pollution creation related vehicle. That steam engine is still existing in Darjeeling. If you go to Darjeeling, steam engine train is existing. It is creating maximum pollution, but still we madly, on the basis of keeping the heritage, intacting the history, we are simply running that kind of vehicle. So just by giving an excuse on the name of pollution, you cannot change a technology which was lasting for last 200 years, isn't it? Otto cycle, diesel engine runs on Otto cycle. We used to believe in those cycles, highly pressurized chamber, combustion will take place, and that kind of combustion will create a power which is unparalleled. And we are just madly, on the basis of pollution, we are discarding that technology. It creates immense power, a power which is cannot be compared with any other power generation method. But still we are madly going after hydrogen. Yes, hydrogen is the, according to periodic table, if you consider chemistry as your science subject, and in periodic table it is number 1. So obviously it has immense power too. But all of a sudden, just on the basis of pollution, you are just changing the entire technology. For past 200 years, you have not thought of changing the technology at all. We have numerous filtration techniques possibilities in our existing diesel engine. We have numerous possibilities in the engine modification possible in there, which we call BS6 engine, BS4 engine, BS2 engine, Bharat stage 1, Bharat stage 2, 3, 4. Now the age is Bharat stage 6 engine, which will definitely reduces the pollutants. Then why do you need a change when the pollutants can be reduced to zero? Pollution norms can be addressed very easily. So why do you need a change? Why do you need a change in the existing technology? What difference will it make? Just for the sake of pollution, you cannot change a 200 years old technology. Just because you don't like a thing, you cannot change all of a sudden tell that I don't like it, I'm not going to prefer it. We are living in a society, we have to abide by the rules and regulations. So this question is lingering in my mind. I was just thinking, I'm from mechanical engineering, okay. So I'm just thinking, all of a sudden, what has happened for past, my age is in the 40s, initial 40s. So I'm just thinking, all of a sudden, all after 40 years, they are going madly for hydrogen vehicle. Now hydrogen train is available, running in Haryana in two locations. Hydrogen bus is available in Delhi. DMRC, Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, is running madly hydrogen bus, discarding all the diesel buses. Though those buses are basically be a Bharat Stage 6 norms following, having lesser pollution, generating possibilities. At the same time, we are going madly after hydrogen powered four wheelers as well. So all of a sudden, why do you need a change in the fuel? Just because of pollution, we can use a better filter technology or some other modification in the engine and we can run it. What difference will it make in our society? Nothing. Is hydrogen easily available to us? No, we have to produce hydrogen. You have to go to Indian Oil Corporation Limited to ask for hydrogen. If you see any refineries, there are around 11 refineries existing in our India and mostly run by Indian Oil Corporation Limited. So if you talk about refineries distillation process, they are producing petrol, diesel, and if they do micro or further distillation, then hydrogen will be produced, because these are all hydrocarbons. Moment you reduce the hydrocarbons, only hydrogen will be remaining. All hydrocarbons compounds are having hydrogen and carbon compounds. The moment you reduce the carbon content, the hydrogen will remain. So no matter what kind of buses we are dealing with, we have to get hydrogen from Indian Oil Corporation only. You have to, if you use diesel, you have to get diesel from Indian Oil Corporation only. So what differences, what kind of differences will it make? Tell me. So I really don't know the current what do you call the technologists or whoever has suggested this kind of nonsensical moves. Because at the end of the day, you have to approach petrol pump stations of Indian Oil. Right now, Indian Oil is producing hydrogen. What difference will it make? You have to buy the hydrogen from hydrogen petrol pump stations of Indian Oil. Earlier you used to buy diesel, now you are going to buy hydrogen. So this is a bad move, absolutely nonsensical move. Okay, we are this kind of technology we should not support. Just for the idea of reduction of pollution, we cannot all of a sudden change an existing 200 old technology, isn't it? We can do the modification and reduce the pollutants content of that particular technology, which is very much easy nowadays also. So I really don't know what kind of idea or knowledge they have that all of a sudden Indian Railway government or Delhi or state government is going after madly on hydrogen usage in vehicles. Yes, hydrogen production, if you talk about a technology which is very simple technology, and that technology can be bought in our home and hydrogen can be produced at home. So that kind of advantage is there. We don't have to approach Indian Oil Corporation Limited or any petrochemicals or chemicals for usage of hydrogen. So the current technology is little bit not supportive enough. So what will happen that hydrogen bus, hydrogen train or hydrogen car would have to get the hydrogen from petrol pump station only. So this kind of moves will actually create a demand and supply mismatch, because nowadays most of the vehicles or trains, if you talk about trains also, they run on electricity as well as on diesel also. Diesel engine is there, diesel train engine. So all of a sudden, if you are changing the demand of the Indian riders, changing the preference of the India preference in usage of fuel, then there will be immediate demand and supply mismatch. Will create a price fluctuation in the market, fuel market. So these kind of moves are basically not justifiable at all. So what we have to do, we have to, nowadays there is so much crisis in petroleum products because of war happening in our in other countries, oil countries. So all of a sudden going after hydrogen, which will create a different demand and supply in our society, creating a price fluctuation definitely across the society. So this is not a right move at all. The move could be like that: initiate hydrogen generation methodology inside home, such that this will reduce the dependency on diesel usage or petrol usage. Promote hydrogen generation possibilities at home, because that is a simple technology or methodology of production of methodology for producing hydrogen, and that methodology is called electrolysis. Very simple technology, and that technology is not new technology, very old technology, and in terms of technological cost it is very cheap. a technological a technology which is so cheap that any aam aadmi can afford. So the current move should be development of in-house generation of hydrogen, such that dependency of petroleum vehicles can be reduced, and switching over from petroleum vehicles to hydrogen vehicles can be initiated. Right now what is happening is that nobody has created any kind of initiation such that hydrogen can be produced at home. We are simply depending on all the oil marketing companies for hydrogen. So it will definitely create a demand and supply problem. And believe me, this technology, hydrogen technology, is a very what do you call, a technology which is completely different from rest of the technologies, and it needs some sort of support. And probably if this support is not coming from home, then this entire technology will die within next 2 or 3 years, because people doesn't know from where they are going to get the hydrogen. If they have to depend on petrol pumps, then same thing will happen. Their entire technology will be lost in petrol pump, because diesel and petrol, these two oils, are not going to leave hydrogen. They are not going to give space in petrol. They will always try to camouflage or eat away the hydrogen based technology. And this technology is amazing, a technology with which electricity can be produced absolutely pollution free. An electric vehicle running on hydrogen. Our diesel vehicle or petrol vehicle, these are not electric vehicles, but hydrogen vehicle is electric vehicle. This is the advantage. And with hydrogen, if you can able to produce electricity to run vehicle, then with same hydrogen you can produce electricity for your home as well. A technology which is not been given any importance, but rather just given a place in our society, in our existing petroleum society, and probably this technology will be lost. Hydrogen technology is not a new technology, very old technology, but somehow it could not able to gain any kind of space in our society, just because people doesn't know from where to get hydrogen. They are still believing that it will be received from petrol pump station. And now the question arises, when the possibility of producing hydrogen at home is very easy, is highly likely, and that also with water, then why we are not incorporating the same hydrogen producing technology from water inside the hydrogen vehicle itself? Isn't it a simple thing? What will happen? We will just pour water and your hydrogen vehicle will run instead of pouring hydrogen. Such a simple thing, but nobody has given any sort of attention to this. Hydrogen can be created. Hydrogen can be created from water in a very simple way at a minimum cost. If we can able to incorporate the same technology inside the hydrogen vehicle, then just by pouring water into it, the car will run by water only. Such a simple thing. I don't know what has happened to 2026 engineers, especially I'm talking about chemical engineers. Are they really mad enough to initiate this kind of idiotic technology? You know, hydrogen can be produced from water. Why you are not introducing the same technology inside the car itself? Therein we can pour water instead of hydrogen and it will be running. Anyway, a very simple technique. Yes, additional power can be received from battery or from solar panel or from initial charging possibilities at home. You pour water, get the initial kicking power from at your home, get the hydrogen received inside the tank by kicking in the extra power. Once you have received, then just roam over here and there. Very simple thing. Anyway, so lot of possibilities are there. So it is a bad move to go after madly on hydrogen vehicle. The initial the right move would be water vehicle, because with water we can produce hydrogen at a very minimal cost. I have a hydrogen water bottle. It's hardly 2000 rupees. You charge it with type C charger, it will produce hydrogen inside your water bottle. Drink it. Such a simple technology. Anyway, whatever it may be, so I'll show you that nowadays most of the trend is going after hydrogen vehicles only. We have introduced hydrogen train, we have introduced hydrogen bus by Indian Oil Corporation, by Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. We have introduced hydrogen car. So all these things are happening in our society nowadays in 2026. And since I am from mechanical engineering background, and hydrogen is basically being produced by fuel cell technology, a technology which has been taught to us in 2008, around 26, 18 years back. I think 18 now. 6, 8, 2, 18 years back. So 18 years back, I read fuel cell technology. It's a technology which is actually generating electricity with the help of hydrogen. A byproduct, water is getting generated. So anyway, whatever it may be, so this technology I have recently received. I've recently read in this in newspaper, and wherein I've seen this technology is getting used. So I was very much curious, and I was just thinking, after 18 years, we have all of a sudden gone for hydrogen vehicles. We could have initiated this technology 18 years back. Therein we can easily shed off all those diesel or petrol related vehicles. So whatever it may be, so that's it. I'll show you the pictures through which you can understand nowadays people are going. In fact, the current government is promoting hydrogen vehicles only. So the right move would be not to go after madly for hydrogen vehicles, because initial technological uh, technology of producing hydrogen, if it's not been given to Aam Aadmi, then there will be a chaotic situation inside petrol pump station, definitely. So it's not a right move. Give the technology to Aam Aadmi for production of hydrogen at home, so it will reduce the dependency on petroleum products. At the same time, if some way or the other, if somebody from chemical engineers can come in and bring in the integrated technology, meaning hydrogen getting produced from water inside the hydrogen car itself, then that technology should be bought instead of hydrogen vehicle. So that's all. I'll show you the pictures, and based on that I'll give you further updates. So this is the hydrogen train, H2 train they tell, running from Haryana, running in Haryana in two locations, very nicely decorated. Blue color, blue is the basically the significance, is the symbol of water only. So I was just saying, instead of running this train with hydrogen, why not run this train with water itself? By integrating the water to hydrogen technology inside the train itself, with the help of electrolysis, which everybody knows, being taught in our primary school. So anyway, this is the bus running on hydrogen, developed by Indian Oil Corporation Limited. So you can see Indian Oil Corporation Limited. I really don't know why Indian Oil Corporation Limited itself trying to uh, create a bad business for its own products, because moment people will understand that the same hydrogen can be produced within house, then it will reduce the dependency of Indian Oil for hydrogen. So bad move by Indian Oil Corporation Limited. And this is another bus being run by Delhi DMRC. They say Delhi Metro Rail Corporation Limited. They say 250 kilometer in one refill. So amazing. And it is running. DMRC is basically I think like WBCTC of West Bengal Transport Corporation of state. So very simple usage of simple technology. Use hydrogen, produce the electricity, use that electricity to run the vehicle. So you can see, and obviously it's basically an electric vehicle, so it will create less sound pollution, less pollutants, and basically very smooth ride you will experience. The electric vehicles are very smooth; they don't generate any sort of vibrations inside your car, and it will give you a very nice comfort to use. So anyway, it's simple technology, and probably I think it's been written H2, and probably instead of H2, after some time it will be written H2O bus. So I'm eagerly waiting for that day. So this is another hydrogen based four wheelers initiated by our politician Nitin Gadkari. So you can see everybody is madly, be that person a politician or be that person a government employee, madly going after hydrogen. And probably in couple of years, if hydrogen this technology can. So I was just saying, if this technology can be ushered in very smoothly and can be given a proper space in our society, then probably in next 2 to 3 years we'll be experience H2O bus, hydrogen and oxygen bus, which we call it water bus. We'll experience water train, we'll experience water bus, we'll experience water four wheelers. So my fingers are crossed, and probably I'm waiting for that day when I will say, let me pour the water from my water bottle inside my car, and I will ride my car with water. I will realize, if I can able to do that, then I will realize that in my school days I used to carry water bottle, the same water bottle inside the bus. I have, and believe me, if I have given a chance to revisit my past with this same technology, I'll tell you, I'm not going to use this water in my school. I'm going to use this water bottle water inside this bus to run my bus. So probably that day will come when every school student will be starting using its water bottle water for running its four wheelers, two wheelers, three wheelers as well. So I'm waiting for that technology, and probably in next 2 to 3 years, if hydrogen based technology can be given a proper space in our society. So in next 2 to 3 years, the hydrogen based technology will be converted into water based technology. So that's all, a mere eye opener lecture, and probably with this current current existing current technology, hydrogen technology, our life in next couple of years will be very much smooth and very much easy. So that's all. If you feel like giving a thumbs up to this video, please do so, and please subscribe my channel Ronnie's Identity in YouTube, and stay tuned for more updates and videos in my channel. I wish you nice night. Bye.